Hello, everybody. Welcome to our YouTube Live. I am joined by one of my very generous and amazing clients, Aaron. Hi, Aaron. Thank you so much.
Hello,
It's so
Susie.
nice of you to join us. And thank you for your time. Really, really generous of you.
Well, thank you
So,
for done.
yeah, thank you. So, we met about a month ago, 2 months ago. I don't
Back
even
in
remember.
September, near the end of August.
September, August. Okay. And I remember one of the first things I think you said to me was that your mom reached out. Your mom saw me on Facebook, right? And that's how we connected, right?
Yeah, it was
Awesome.
by luck and chance.
So many things in life are, aren't they? By
Yeah.
luck and by chance, or so we think anyway. So let's get right into it, Aaron. Um, what was not working in your life the way you wanted to? What were some of the challenges you were experiencing?
I was afraid of making the same mistakes, and I felt my life was in a cycle. So the challenges I was facing, my anxiety, my depression came back and was inhibiting the choices I was making and affecting my relationships in life. So I really wanted to make an effort for my mental health. The traditional methods weren't working.
Oh, you just said a couple of important things. When you said anxiety and depression, how long would you say you had been experiencing anxiety and depression?
After I left high school and went into college, into the real world.
Wow, interesting. And then you also said you had tried some traditional things that were not like what were the things that you were trying out in regard to helping you with, and my dog obviously is jealous because he can't be part of the conversation, so eat your heart out. Oh, he likes to complain.
So since I was 8, my mom took me to psychologists and in middle school. And even later in my adolescence, tried talking to psychologists for 2 years. Back in 2020 and 2021. Talked to a clinician earlier this year, and I felt like it wasn't getting me anywhere. No results. It was only really like coping mechanisms. But at the when in a time where something is really overwhelming, it feels like those methods don't work, or I wasn't equipped with the right tools.
Mhm. I'm sure a lot of people can relate, and I hear this a lot actually, that, in the moment, those coping skills are not exactly very practical, right?
Yeah.
Um, and you said something the other day that really touched my heart. You said, um, gosh, I wish I had written it down, but something like that so many people that you have spoken with, you just didn't have the same results. It wasn't the same type of conversation. And that you said something like every time you speak with me, somehow you walk away with more resources. Or again, I don't remember exactly what you said, but do you remember by any chance?
Yeah, you are nowhere near as impactful. I feel my life is transformed, and I right away I feel the results like after the session. It's amazing. You have like witchcraft, I feel like.
Ooh, let's not tell everybody, Aaron. You know what? This is, although I'm curious about something now, and please feel free to answer it or not. It's up to you because you might not even know the answer. But how do you know that, like, what's the evidence after, let's say, we talk? How is your life different? Like, what gives you, um, what makes you say that this is transformative and your life is different? Like, what are some of the things you are experiencing?
I can remember it because it's still fresh. The first week, I can realize that my anxiety symptoms were dwindling and almost diminished. almost non-existent. There was, before I was doing the hypnotherapy, like I had a moment where my body was getting cold sweats and I was shaking.
Mm.
So that was completely gone. My dependency for drugs was non. I didn't even need to use them anymore to feel like I was hiding something. Um, but the first week, like I was able to sleep a lot better because I had trouble sleeping. Also, lack of sleep affected my diet, so I was eating less. Um, I had like what's it called? Like I was my face and my brain was was like holding pressure, so I didn't have any of that anymore.
Wow, thank you. So glad I asked. Thank you so much for sharing. You know, Aaron, so many people experience this. And, a lot of people think that there is no help beyond, like you said, drugs and meds and years of therapy. But you saying that, I know you are actually changing somebody's life right now. You're giving somebody hope. You're giving somebody the opportunity to say, wow, maybe there is something out there that could actually help me change. So thank you for that.
And before starting the session, I didn't go into the therapy with any preconceived notions about hypnotherapy.
Hmm.
I came there looking for a solution. I was desperate. I
It's
didn't
interesting.
come in there or either like researching the topic either. I was,
Huh.
yeah.
Interesting. Because the next question I was going to ask you is because so often people have doubts and, skeptical. And what thoughts did you have at all, or expectations maybe before we met?
I had no expectation. Well, I thought it was questionable how you can do this therapy remotely.
That's right.
Because I always preferred doing psychotherapy or seeing a clinician in person.
Mhm.
That's how I connect with the person the best way.
Mhm.
This how it works magic remotely is astonishing.
Wow.
It
Yeah,
really.
just goes to show you. Um, and what other positive changes have you experienced since we have been working together? And again, you can be as specific or as vague as you want. Anything else you'd like to share?
Oh, I'm so rich with peace of mind, my thoughts. Um, Even people around me realize how happy I am and calm, and I'm so grateful. Like every day, I'm happy and laughing. It's such a great. It's priceless almost too.
Wow. Well, thank you so much. Again, just when people hear this, I know that this will make a big difference for them as well. Because, especially when I meet my clients that very first time, right?
Yeah.
There's so much skepticism and fear. And because, a lot of people have been in therapy for years and it just helped sort of mediocre-ish, and then they're like, oh, here's another thing. Is this even going to work? So I understand that very often people have this underlying,
Mhm.
like I said, fear and skepticism, but just your experience alone hopefully will help them change their mind, right?
Right.
And the last question I have, unless there's something else you want to share, is what is something I should have asked you that I didn't possibly, or something you'd like to share that maybe wasn't even on the agenda?
I still had problems, I would say, like suicidal thoughts. So recently we had a session last week that I didn't address the first month that we talked together. Like my anxiety and depression and substance abuse was cured in a way, but there was still something underlying that I didn't talk about. I felt like maybe, is there just like a way to get that information out of me for me to be able to be comfortable with sharing any other struggles I may have had previously in my life.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you. So Aaron, again, thank you so much for your time. I don't want to take up too much of it. This already is so generous of you. And of course, anybody that wants to reach me, you can go to my website, Success Mindset by Urban, and private message me and all those things. Again, Aaron, if there is not one last thought or last word you'd like to share, I just want to thank you so much and from the bottom of my heart, and wish you the best.
If people are still skeptical, I mean, the first demo session had me convinced right away, and it was free.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Actually, you do remind me. Yes, this is probably important to share, but yeah, the consultation is free. I always speak to my clients first, make sure that I could potentially even help them. We gotta get clarity on that. So yeah, that is important to address here. So thank you for reminding me about that.
Cool.
Yeah, and again, thank you. Really appreciate you, and best of luck to everybody. And now, if we could find a way to stop the recording, me and technology is interesting.